first of all, I think you have to commend Gardner-Webb for coming in with a mentality and a fearlessness that, hey, we're coming here to win. This wasn't just, oh, they're in a big stadium, this is cool. They came in here to kick our butts, and they did. I'm obviously, I can't think of a word beyond disappointment, that I didn't have our guys ready. We had a practice on Friday that it wasn't going well. So we were at the end of the time, and I'm like, we've been going. What should I, and I'm like, no, we're going to grind this sucker out. So we went 40 extra minutes, and we only got moderately better. But, I thought, okay, this is, long enough. And so we wrapped it up, and then we had an okay practice yesterday. And then we just went out and, started the game by missing some layups, and, we're inept again on offense. And I just, 20 turnovers and 15 for 26 at the foul line when you're number 13 in the country at that tells you, I think, that's a lot of mindset things. And that was our number one key to the game is mindset. But, I mean, I have to look in the mirror, obviously, because this is our third upset, so to speak, if you call it that, in December. We had one last year against Sanford, and then Incarnate Word got us. And I have to look at, how I'm preparing the guys and how I'm getting them ready to avoid that, because that's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable in my book. It should be for our fans and anybody. It should be unacceptable for our players. So with that being said, if there's anything worthwhile I can help you out with, go ahead and ask away.
You had an 8-day break coming off losing, 4 of your last 5 or something like that. Anyway, how do you explain the lack of energy?
Well, it was the smallest crowd I've ever seen in Pinnacle Bank Arena, and we told our guys before the game it was going to be. We got a bad weather, you got a lot of things going on, and we're going to have to create our own energy. We talked about that, and we didn't. We just, you come out, you don't get any big play, you don't make a three, you don't get a dunk, you don't do anything, and that just fed into it. It really. All game, I'm searching for, all right, what do you think? And I think some of our guys are searching for their game, quote unquote. They're looking to see how they can fit in. And I was just, like I say, I didn't feel like I could get the right groups on the floor. The only guy I'm going to let off the hook is Michael Jacobson. He came out, he didn't look right. I went to put him back in. And he says, Coach, something's wrong. And he went out, I think he got sick. And then he came back in and said, I can play toward the end of the first half. I can play. But we had a lot of empty minutes out there out of guys. And I just got to figure out how to get those guys better looks, better ways to be productive. But obviously I'm not getting that done at this point in time.
You've had some home shooting games from the three-point line at like 3 for 22, 3 for 19. Are the shots not what you want, or are you just puzzled at home that they aren't going in?
I'm surprised that we're not shooting better at home. We don't always. There's a few guys that don't take great threes. Other than that, I thought there's a few guys that, I thought some guys got really good looks too, and they just didn't go in. And, confidence is earned. You just got to go out and do it. You can't wish and hope for it.
You went with the new starting lineup for the first time all season. What went into the guys that you had out there and the guys that you didn't?
Basically in practice, how guys performed, who was locked into a game plan, because we struggled on Friday in practice. That's what got Jordy out of the lineup, basically. And I've seen Jordy play better. I think he can play better. So that's why Michael got in. Did I switch anything else? I can't remember. Oh, no, he didn't start second half either. So other than that, it was the same lineup that we started the second half of Kansas, right? Glenn didn't start.
Just Are you gonna go home tonight and kind of check your whole card a little bit? Is this a kind of a make you file through your mind from 5 years here and think that about what you're doing?
I always think that, Lee, I would have never dreamt in 5 years this is where we'd be, losing to Gardner-Webb. And that's not to discredit Gardner-Webb, but we're not at a state that we're not where we should be.
They combined for 20 minutes. What did you like and not like from what they were doing on the floor?
Jordy was behind on defensive plays. He was in on a lot of defensive errors. Then he was kind of in the middle of 2 loose balls that he couldn't come up with and a rebound. So I just felt like when he was in, they were winning the 50-50 balls battle and the hustle game that way. And plus, then you go into not doing a good job in screen and roll defense. That's what got him out. And so he's normally a very good rebounder. And Isaiah, I think, I think he's trying to figure out his way through where he fits in. We try and run some things for him to put him, for instance, we run 2 out, 3 in motion so he can kind of be a feature guy, which I know he's used to. And just had a couple turnovers here and there. Or I think they listed him for 1. Seemed like there were 2. And passed up a shot. I think everybody in the world groaned when they saw that. And I think he's just got to, again, go out and earn that confidence and go from there. So those are guys. Drya got a crack in the first half. We were searching a little bit, because we had so many empty minutes. You look at some of the minutes we put out there of guys that just weren't very productive. I have to look at that like, shot quality. What would I do over? And yeah, it was just an utterly disappointing day.
Game Tuesday now with Southern. What do you do going forward tomorrow?
Yeah, what day is it? Sunday. So tomorrow we'll watch film here, and we'll have a game plan ready to go. I know. I think Coach Mo's been working on it, and I watched him play Baylor a little bit, so I've got a glimpse at him. But I was going to go home tonight and work more on them. But really, the issue's us too. It's us and it's our mindset. And, we just, you just go across the line and you can find something wrong with production, but that ultimately found to me getting guys in the right place. This is on me. And I hope to have a heck of a lot better answer for you on Tuesday. Anything else? Thanks.